I ranked the 8 quarterbacks in the playoff field. Let's just get down to it. There's only 3 that could be considered for number 1, and I think that's Allen, Lamar, and Mahomes. Who is the best quarterback left in the NFL for these 8 teams?
There is no quarterback in the world that scares me more than Mahomes. There just isn't. In part because I've seen him do it so many times, in part because of what he's capable of doing in running the ball strategically, but also then just being able to flick it while he's running it. Like there's this element of, and Josh Allen had one today where he was about to run out of bounds and somehow flung it across the field. And you're like, I don't know how you defend that. I think all 3 of them, that's the interesting part of it. And I've said this a lot today at different times, but I think the quarterback conversation is less about the athlete and more about the ability to find somebody that can make the 5 or 6 plays that save you, right? And these are all 3 quarterbacks that can play on schedule. They can do whatever they're told to do, but they can also make the 5 or 6 plays that save you. I've just seen Mahomes do it over and over and over again. There is no... Like with Josh Allen, there's been a couple of times where his team has found weird ways to lose. With Mahomes, you just feel like his team always finds a way to win. And we haven't seen it from Lamar yet in the playoffs.
No, yeah, that's true. There's no doubt about that with Lamar. But when you say like the guy who can make the 5 or 6 plays a game to turn a game, I always think of Lamar because the stats might always not be unbelievable. Sometimes they are. Like he puts up numbers too, don't get me wrong. But you can get to the end of a game that you watch and be like, oh, he only had 212 yards. Yeah, but he made the 5 plays that absolutely turned the game around. That's Lamar Jackson to me. So I'll just say that, like, again, the 8 quarterbacks we have, even Stroud, even Love, who finished the season really well. Purdy had a great season. Like Baker and Goff, both former number 1 overall picks, as you alluded to. This is an unbelievable group of 8 quarterbacks we got going into the divisional round. I'm really fired up for that.
Let me ask you this. CJ Stroud or Brock Purdy?
Stroud.
Yeah,
and I get it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to be that guy who's like, Brock Purdy's just along for the bus ride. But if you're on a playground somewhere and you're like, okay, we can take whichever quarterback we want. I don't even know if Kyle Shanahan would pick Brock Purdy, right? Like, I mean, CJ's just, man, he's good. He's good.